So I guess here's my encouragement that comes from the Apostle Paul to you, that it should also encourage me. Mind your own business. It's cold out. Hey, I'm Josh Verwers if you're not familiar with me, and this is Full Faith Church, and yes, this is your Friday inspiration. It also echoes a little bit in here, so maybe we should go out there. So something that's interesting to me about this passage in 1 Thessalonians is that it says to mind our own business, and oftentimes when you're confronted with a statement like that, like, hey, mind your own business. That can be a little off-putting. However, that's not how it's intended. I mean, I really believe that by not minding our own business, we will either become critical of others or crippling to ourselves. And I think the critical one is pretty self-explanatory, because when we're so involved with other people and their business, we start to judge quickly how they're doing things or why they're doing things or whether or not they should be doing things without taking into consideration that, I don't know, maybe God told them to do those things, or maybe God's just permitting them to do those things. Either way, when we butt our own noses into somebody else's business, we wind up becoming critical, and I'm pretty sure that all of us know what's going to happen if we start to develop a critical spirit. We're definitely not leading a quiet life. I'm down here at the church for more than just talking to you guys. There's actually a hole in the wall, and our furnace stopped working. By hole in the wall, I'm not saying a big gaping hole, but you can see daylight. Yeah, that's daylight out there. So because it was a little bit chilly on Sunday, I figured I better come down here and see if I could at least fill in this gap and then maybe kick the furnace back on and maybe it would start to work. Maybe. I mean, because after all, I'm pastor, right? But I think I gotta put my coat on first. Receipt. Foam. Silicone. Apply in temps between negative 35 degrees Fahrenheit to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Would now be a good time to tell you I really have no idea if I even know what I'm doing? Small church ministry, am I right? Back inside. I don't know. I lift stuff up like I have an idea what I'm doing. Well, that didn't work. And I probably should have seen that one coming, especially since this word about minding my own business is something that God has really been dealing with me about. See, I'm not an HVAC guy. I'm a pastor. And of course there are other things that I do and other skill sets that I have, but HVAC, yeah, that's not in my wheelhouse. And I think this is where the inspiring part of that type of a message will come in, because it reminds me to focus on the things that God has actually called me and equipped me to be able to do. That thing about minding my own business is, what has God called me to? What has He commissioned me for? What has He equipped and enabled me to be able to do? I should be minding those things. I should be focusing on that and putting my work towards that, instead of trying to do all of the things that He hasn't called me to do or He hasn't equipped me to do. So with something like this, I probably should have heeded my grandmother's advice and just called somebody. But no, I gotta fix it. We see how well that works, right? So I guess I need to mind my own business, and maybe we all need to mind our own business. Maybe we all just need to be focusing on those things that God has uniquely called and equipped us to be able to do. Because there's only one me, and there's only one you. So how about you and I do what God called us to? Sound like a plan? I think so. Anyways, that's all I've got. So I hope that encouraged you. I hope that inspired you. I hope that blessed you. I hope that did something productive for you, unlike me trying to work down here, because that was extremely unproductive. I guess until I see you next time, stay blessed, enjoy God's best, and have a great day.